as a couple and as two young Christians coming together in holy matrimony. One, I'm excited because they understand what marriage is ultimately all about. Which again, you can't always say for a young couple getting married. From the very first meeting we had together, I could tell the depth they had individually and as a couple. It was incredibly encouraging as we were talking, and I kind of start where I always start in premarital counseling, talking about the fact that marriage is not about making you happy, it's about making you holy. Now that obviously does not mean that they're not going to be happy. I believe they are going to be very happy. And it was also just awesome to see that they weren't all wrapped up in the whole romance of it, though we want a lot of romance, don't we? That's what we're shooting for. So happiness, romance, those are all great things, but as we were talking, it was very clear that they knew that there was something bigger, something even more important than just happiness and romance. Because as we all know who've been married for more than 2 weeks, that those things can come and go sometimes, and you need more than that for a marriage to last. And so I believe they have what it takes, and just starts with knowing what marriage is all about. Ultimately, all about that it's about something greater than Hollywood could ever come up with. It's a display of God's love in the world, and that's what the Apostle Paul's talking about in Ephesians chapter 5. When he says, "For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh." Then he goes on to say, this is a profound mystery. Wouldn't you agree? A man and woman coming together and becoming one, with all our uniqueness, with all our complexity, with all our differences. It's a miracle of God when he brings a husband and a wife together, and they display that oneness that God is striving for in marriage. And I believe you guys have what it takes. You're already on your way to that. So he says that's a profound mystery, but he says I'm talking about Christ and the church.